Was ik had een botenschouw gelernt waar?
Blankety blank.
Blankety blank.
Blank.
Alright. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Noah J. Reeds. Actually, it's Ridens of Triguna. I play the rhythm guitar. That's where the one with all the chords in it.
Yeah, he doesn't practice enough, so you got to play lead guitars. You got to practice a lot like me. But no, in all actuality, we just really play guitar parts. There's not really a big difference between lead or rhythm with us. Jeremy York, the other guitar player of Triguna, the songwriter of Triguna, the band, lead guitar.
It's more like Jeremy writes a part, and I'm like, if I don't feel like playing it, then I'll just put something else underneath it. I'll change it up to make it seem like it's my part.
So are you going for a harmony? Or
it's more like
melodies?
It's more like a rhythm part.
Like a rhythm part. Okay. What about lead lines? You ever do lead lines?
Oh, I did on this album. I did.
You did do a lead line. Okay.
I did do a couple of them.
Which song was it on?
It was song 1. That's right. It was the tappity tap part.
The tappity tap part. And the do metal part?
There was also that. We also did a bit in song 3 too at the beginning.
Yes. So we're expanding, you could say.
Sure.
Sure.
So Jeremy,
Yes.
what did you do to start writing this album?
So to start writing this album, well, first I had to lose an appendix. After I lost the appendix, I went, wow, all right, time to write some more music. So I did a slam, or not really a slam, it was more of a gore noise project.
I don't know what you did for the first one. I got sent a tab, and I look at it, and I'm like, this is... Sheet music in general looks like chicken scratch, but this literally made no sense. I play it, and I'm like, no, this still makes no sense.
There is a demo version that I recorded with my ADA MP1 with the distortion all the way up with just the most absolute awful guitar tone you could possibly imagine. And I recorded that and I put Hydrogen. It's a free drum machine. I put a drum loop over top of it. And instead of making new drum beats, I just scooched it over one beat every few measures. So the drum beat ended up becoming this off time, weird syncopation. It was totally unnecessary. And I sent them this. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be the new album, guys. And they're like, no. So it ended up becoming a joke project on the website. But then after I got done with doing jokes, we actually wrote the real album.
Then I got the actual tab.
And you got the actual tab, no longer a joke tab.
Which still made no sense. But Jeremy was like, hey, we wrote out song 1. It's about 25 minutes now, so we should probably learn it for next practice. And that was like between 2 weeks. I was like, okay, well, I guess I gotta enjoy this or something. So I took my time, and as I said earlier, if I didn't like what Jeremy wrote there, I was like, I don't want to play that. Let's write something else underneath it. And it made for some really cool parts that went underneath it.
The goal too is to have, like, if I'm playing in one register of the instrument, you want to be playing in another register of the instrument. I know we work towards that. It's not always conscious. It's not always like, hey, play in first position because I'm in third. But we do try and do that. What guitar are you playing?
Oh yes, so for this album, I got a new guitar because the red Washburn that I was currently using all the time was a piece of... So, I ended up getting another red guitar. It's the Ibanez RG with a bunch of numbers after it. It just says Ibanez RG series. I can't actually remember what the number says on it. But it works better than the other one, and it's fantastic.
Did we throw Seymour Duncan or any
No, we didn't.
aftermarket pickups in there?
We did not put anything in.
So it's just a straight Ibanez pickup in there.
Straight, got it from Guitar Center, took it off the wall, put new strings on it.
Not a bad tone. Not a bad tone. We did get it set up beforehand, obviously, because straight from Guitar Center it was like fret buzzing all over the place. The neck was bent like that. Unplayable.
What I learned in boating school is that recording is actually kind of difficult because I didn't record on gratifying separate hearts. I attempted to. Did not work so well. But this time Jeremy's like, okay, you got your big boy pants on now. You can actually do it yourself. So we got another red piece of equipment called a Focusrite. Worked pretty well. I plugged it in, got it all ready. But
what?
No, I forgot what I was gonna say.
There's but nothing because you recorded the parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you gave me the hard drive. There was but nothing. It went well. I am playing a Jackson Kelly 1993 professional model. It's two steps below the model that Marty Friedman played. It's not bad. I had to replace the Floyd Rose because the Floyd Rose special that came on it was very used, rusty, not well taken care of. So I put a Floyd Rose original on it. Amazing upgrade. Then I threw on Dunlop 22 ratio tuners, and then the last two upgrades I did, I'm sorry guys, I did a lot of upgrades apparently. Last two upgrades I did were stainless steel frets, which are absolutely amazing. You need to get them if you do not have them because they do not wear out. They are amazing to bend on, they're just so buttery. And then a DW Tomahawk from Mojitone. Thank you, Mojitone.
No wonder you don't want to get rid of your old guitar. You put so much stuff into this guitar.
Yeah, it's personal, man. It's got all the love marks all over it too. This is the real reason I don't. Really
I thought you were gonna mention the back. I was gonna say nobody plays with the back, Jeremy.
No. I like how worn out the guitar neck is. Like how worn out the neck is because I can see when I'm playing.
He's been talking about this since 2015.
It's a big deal to me. Amplifiers.
We used bias.
No, we don't. That's bias.
No. We did use bias to track it so we could actually hear what the guitar sounds like through an amp, but to actually record it in this fantabulous studio of Way Sound with Justin LeBreck was this Boogie Mark V with this big Marshall cab that I don't know much about. So
it's a basic Boogie Mark V, 90 watt amp naturally, with a Marshall 1960 lead A with Celestian vintage 30s in it. We are running an 8 ohms, and the cab was used when we got it, so the speakers are already pretty broken in. We used all 3 channels, so we used pretty much every setting on the amp we can use. There's a total of about 12 different tones with just toggle switches. Toggle switches are the big thing. We don't really use a lot of the knobs all that much. The switches on the amp just make it so much easier because you know exactly what tone you're going to get when you switch it. You don't have to change the EQ because the switch does it for you.
If you wanted to take notes to figure out exactly how to steal our tone, if you really want to, just rewind the video and just what he said.
Hey Noah, I think we're supposed to be doing something. We got distracted. Sorry guys. So how do you start your day out?
A shot of whiskey. 10 cigarettes.
10?
10 packs of Winstons.
10 packs of Winstons.
And then go driving for a bit. Eventually make it to work. Come home.
But like whenever you want, right? You just show up whenever you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So
your guitar
it can range between 9 in the morning or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Come home, throw my dog outside, and then let it back in. Start playing to the tabs, the guitar, for whatever I need to practice that week.
Because guitar players don't read sheet music. That's for nerds.
Oh no. Jeremy, how do you start your morning?
I wake up in a hall surrounded by every model of this guitar that ever made. There's a lot. I immediately grab my custom-made $2,000 Royal Oak and Purple Heart metronome, gifted to me by the Queen of England. I grab that, I put it on 300 BPM, and I start sweeping. And I do that for about 6 hours while I have my cup of coffee. A maid brings me new cups of coffee. You know, it always has to be hot, always full. When I say cup, it's like a couple of pots of coffee. And I do that, then I go to work and build dies. Okay.
All right.
Next topic. Throw my dog outside. Purchase The Mark of Sacrifice by Triguna.
Comes out July 17th on a Tuesday.